All right, guys. So it's finally here. The FIFA 2022 World Cup taking place in Qatar has begun, and a lot has happened since for the past few days, as we've seen a couple of injury worries. Also, we know of Sadio Mane of Senegal. The Teranga Lions of Senegal will be hoping to go out there and, of course, make history and better up the record that they created in the competition in 2002 by getting beyond the quarterfinals of the competition. Bet they will have to do that without, yes, Sadio Mane, who was forced to go under the knife as a result of an injury he sustained in Bayern's final league game before the FIFA 2022 World Cup. Well, I'm going to be having an interview session, brief interview session and reactions from football lovers and fans on the World Cup, what they expect, and of course what they expect of the African teams that are going to be participating. Which African team do they look forward to fly the continent's flag really high and also bring smiles to the continent, hoping to make history as the first African country to go beyond the quarterfinals of the FIFA World Cup competition. Don't forget, no African team have gone beyond the quarterfinals, with the last team playing up to the quarterfinals being, yes, the Black Stars of Ghana in 2010, until that heartbreaking defeat to Uruguay. They get to face Uruguay yet again in what is going to be another thrilling encounter, one of the thrilling encounters, if you like, in this 2022 FIFA World Cup currently taking place in Qatar. These and many more will be served for our viewing delight, and oh, how long we've waited for this. Lots of controversy leading up to the World Cup, but it's finally here, and now we will focus on action on the pitch and hope to enjoy the moments of our life for the next 29 days. History will be made, history will be broken, and of course stars will be born. Let's wait and find out who will be the next star that will be made in Qatar. Joe, it's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. Pleasure is all mine.
The World Cup is here. How do you feel?
We're all excited. That's why I'm here. Although I'm very Manchester United, but I know in my heart of heart I'm supporting an African team. And I hope that this time we should be able to create history, because ever since the World Cup started, only two continents have won the World Cup: Europe and South America. Okay, so we are hoping that an African country can push at least beyond the quarterfinal, as it has always been in the past. So we are all here. We are supporting Africa all the way.
When you talk about an African team, which team are you referring to in particular? Or will you go for all 5 teams? Do you think all 5 teams can make history? Or you have a team which you expect to actually go out there and make the continent proud?
There is no Sadio Mane in Senegal. Otherwise, they would have been my favorites. I would have been like Senegal all the way. But as it is right now, the honest truth is I'm rooting for any of the African countries: Cameroon, Ghana, Senegal, any of them, Morocco, Tunisia. So I'm rooting for any of them, and I actually want us to go beyond the quarterfinal that we've always stopped in the previous editions. Yeah,
talking about quarterfinal, the last African team that played at the quarterfinal was the Black Stars of Ghana. Yes, 12 years ago. I mean, it looks like a very long time. Yeah,
very long time.
And they have been drawn against their own nemesis, the Uruguay national team. They will be facing Uruguay along with Portugal and South Korea in the same group. Yeah. In all honesty, do you think the Ghanaians can exact revenge on the Uruguayans? Suarez is still around,
Suarez is around. But let me digress a bit. I don't know what's the problem with FIFA and pairing two enemies, Nigeria and Argentina, for how many years running now. Yeah. So Ghana and Uruguay, obviously, they have revenge to take. I can't forget what Suarez did with his hands.
The Ghanaians won't forget it.
They will never forget. And also, Asamoah Gyan is not going to the World Cup. But the Ghanaians, they have quite a formidable side. So I believe it's a good time for them to take their revenge now. Support Ghana to top the group, or at most come second. Because they are underdogs. People don't see them as favorites in the group. So they should spring up a surprise. We have Thomas Partey that can just from anywhere shoot a shot. People are looking down on them. But in my heart, I'm rooting for Ghana to actually come at least second in the group. They should qualify from there.
So you don't have any dark spots for Ghana owing to what they did in Nigeria? They are the reason why we're not in the competition.
People, they are our brothers, so they are our brothers in all sincerity.
So you are saying the Ghanaian jollof is better?
No, Nigeria is there's no comparison. It's Nigeria or nothing.
All right. You talked about the underdogs and of course the favorite. And one team who have gone into this competition as the favorite definitely has to be the holding or the defending champions, the Le Bleu of France. But recently, we heard of an injury to one of their biggest prospects. In fact, he is the current best player in the world at the moment. The current Ballon d'Or holder will not be participating in the competition. Do you think this and other injury issues that have affected the French national team can probably hamper their chances of going as far as possible or even defending the title they won some 4 years ago in Russia in this current competition?
Well, it's sad that Benzema will be playing the World Cup because the World Cup will have all its glory. But away from Benzema, we have Mbappe, who has already been tipped to pick the Golden Boot award to score the highest goals. But I'll be very careful not to tip France, to go all the way because we know history. The defending champions, they usually don't do well in the next competition. We saw what happened in 2002 when Papa Diop made a very terrible run and gave a pass, and that competition, France was totally out. Yeah. So I will not tip France. If I'm to choose my favorite, France will not be part of it.
So who will be your favorite?
Well, this will be so hard. If an African country is not winning, it has to be Brazil. Brazil has more like a team and a more formidable force to reckon with. So I will give it to Brazil.
Okay. The World Cup is here. How do you feel?
Very excited. I'm so excited to see so many wonderful teams. There are some new teams I'm seeing for the first time, like Qatar, but they're not doing great. But I believe as the game progresses, they're going to do more. So far, I think it's going to be a wonderful World Cup.
Talking about a wonderful World Cup, we all hope as Africans that the 5 countries that are representing the continent will be able to give us some level of happiness, even though we won't have Nigeria. But amongst these 5 teams at the World Cup, African teams, which team do you tip to go all the way? Probably just get to the semi-final, since no African team have done that before.
Actually, I have this personal likeness for Mani, so I'll be very sentimental when I pick Senegal because Senegal is that one team that has a depth of players that can actually go the distance for Africa as a whole. And secondly, with the force of Mani, look at Mani now. Single-handedly brought Liverpool to where they are today.
But he's out injured. He won't be playing the World Cup.
And that's a pity. But we still have like Zaha, and we still have their keeper, which is Mendy, which is a very good one. So I think Senegal will go far. Will actually go far.
All right. While the defending champions, France, the Le Bleu of France, as it's called, and they have just lost Karim Benzema, currently the world best player or the best player in the world as we speak. Along with other injuries that they have suffered prior to the World Cup, the Kimpembe, the Christopher Nkunku, Pogba, Kante, all out for the French national team. What do you think their chances are of, defending the title they won 4 years ago in Russia?
With what we are seeing in the football world right now, it's not going to be easy for them because there are some hungry countries that have not won this before and they are trying to make sure they have their mark in this year World Cup. So I don't think it's going to be easy for them. But it's France kind of loud. Yeah. Mbappe is still there. Yeah. You still have the likes like Koeman. Yeah. You still have like what's it called? This other man.
Olivier Giroud.
Olivier Giroud is there. So they have a chance. They have a little chance. But I won't be that confident that they are going to go back and win this trophy anymore. But the team, I feel,
your favorite.
I see that is hot right now. I don't believe people with that throw water at me, but don't worry. I think it's England. I don't know why, because I feel that team has this passion with the players they have around them, like Bukayo Saka. You have Ben White. You have hungry Madison. You see players there that at least they are hungry to make a mark in their careers, so they want to do well and make sure that they succeed in the World Cup. So I believe England is my favorite. I know many people won't agree with me, but that's my own personal decision about the World Cup. All
right, thank you very much. I do hope you enjoy the World Cup. So Luis, it's a pleasure to have you. How are you feeling? The World Cup is here.
Wow, you can feel the vibe with me.
Yeah,
so it's this is like the biggest competition in the football world. So it's like the hype is there, the vibe is there, and who says no to a good football? So that's why I'm here.
The African teams, we have 5 African teams representing the continent right there in Qatar. Which of these African teams do you think can go? Oh, Cameroon. Why?
Because like I love them, I love Abubakar, they are top striker Abubakar and everything. I think you can see the AFCON that just ended, they played very well, so I'm rooting for them strongly. And I think they are my closest neighbors, so yeah, so I am rooting for them seriously.
Talking about closest neighbors, the individual or the team that made sure Nigeria didn't make it to the World Cup, Ghana, are out there as well. They'll be facing their own nemesis, Uruguay. Remember, knocked them out of the competition in 2010 in South Africa. What do you think Ghana's chances are of progressing out of that group that has Uruguay, Portugal, and South Korea?
Okay, I think at this very tournament, I think history will not repeat itself. I think those guys are very much prepared. They have top European footballers there in that team. So I think they'll try to correct their mistakes and pay back what happened in the last tournament.
Okay, so which team do you think will go all out and win it? Your favorite, top favorite. Pick one team, not two. Pick one. Top favorite. Put your money where your mouth is.
The Samba boys, Brazil.
Okay, let me give you another prediction. Possible candidates for the Golden Boot Award.
Okay, my goal is Ronaldo, so yeah, I would like Ronaldo to come back with the Golden Boot.
All right, thank you very much, Solo Wise. Go out there and enjoy the World Cup. Thank you. Jerry, the World Cup is up and running. How do you feel?
I feel nice as well. That feeling you get, that vibes, yeah. Because now all this Europa League, there's a different vibe that the World Cup actually brings. So I feel you can see the whole place is buzzing. So I get that vibe, I get that feeling, and I'm looking forward to more shocking things because we don't know who's going to win. So I get that vibe. So I'm actually happy. I'm very positive. I get that jittery.
Yeah, I get it. I don't know why you're feeling jittery. Nigeria won't be at the competition. So why are you feeling jittery exactly? Or are you feeling jittery for the other African representatives?
Yeah. Actually, because Nigeria is not there. Actually, I don't care if Nigeria is winning there. So.
Okay, talking about African representatives, which of the African teams do you think can, go all out and make the continent really proud?
I think Senegal.
Without Sadio?
Yes, Senegal.
Why? Why Senegal?
Senegal, because you can actually tell the last AFCON they were actually good. Yeah. So I feel if they can build that energy into the World Cup, then I think they have a spot to go far. Actually, so I think Senegal might do well when it comes to like the African team to stand out. I think Senegal's for me. Yeah.
So how far do you predict they can go? Do you think they'll get beyond the quarters and become the first African team to do so?
Well, their group stage is actually mad, but I feel they can go through the group stage. For a start, maybe the knockout actually. But who knows? This is the World Cup. Things can happen. Who knows? True. Yeah.
Okay, talking about things can happen. Over the years, we've seen the Champions course, where the defending champions since 2010 have failed to get beyond the group stages of the competition. This year, we've got the France national team as the defending champions, and yesterday or the early hours of this morning, depending on where you're watching us from, we heard that the current Ballon d'Or holder, the best player in the world for 2022, Karim Benzema, won't be at the World Cup. How well do you think France will fare with not just the injury to Karim Benzema, but also they'll be missing the likes of Christophe Nkunku, Personal Kimpembe. We also have Paul Pogba, N'Golo Kante, the general, who will also be missing in that party right there for France at Qatar. Do you think the Champions course will actually hook the French national team?
Well, it's actually a 50-50 answer because I don't know. It might not. As for the case of the injury players and other stuff, I still feel France could still go far. Who knows? Maybe because it might not happen this year. But I can't actually pick a side. It's actually a 50-50. It might happen, it might not happen.
Okay, I'll have to force you to pick a side right now. Your top favorite. Who are you putting your money on for this World Cup?
Gotta be Argentina, man. Argentina, of course.
Thank you very much, Jerry. It was a pleasure. Professor Abuki, how do you feel? The World Cup is up and running.
Well, I'm so happy, after 4 years when we saw France, they took down Croatia in the finals in Russia. Now coming down to the desert side, the Middle East, and we're having World Cup live in Qatar. Well, I'm so happy. It has been always a 4-year fever.
And Nigeria won't be feeling the FIFA, but which African team do you think could go all the way and, of course, get beyond the quarter-final mark that no African team have failed to progress beyond?
Well, I'm scared. I don't think any African team may scale beyond the round of 16. But our best team from Africa, from the shores of Africa, I think Senegal. But unfortunately, their talisman is ruled out of the competition. That's Sadio Mane. But I still believe they have a spirit that is driven by a certain, cloud, and they are doing well. But for me, I don't have any African team to support. I don't have any African team. Basically, Morocco have not gone beyond the group stage. The group stages of all the World Cup they've gone for. Senegal, they've got in 2002, they got to the quarterfinals, and Cameroon in 1990, they got to the quarterfinals. So for now, other African countries are underdogs. So I don't think I don't have any African country that I'm supporting.
Okay.
That's the truth.
So which country is definitely your top favorite?
Well, France, champions of the 2018 edition. Here and there, no Kante, no Pogba, no Benzema. Nkunku is out. Repetition of 2002 repeat may happen after they won the 98 and they lost 2002 in the group stage. And this time around, 2018, 2022. Another 20 years ahead. But I think for me, Belgium, no. Netherlands, no. England, Argentina, Asian team. England, they are jokers, always jokers. For me, Brazil.
The Seleção, the Samba boys.
Oh yeah, I like to see Neymar. I would like to see Thiago Silva. He has actually won everything that has to do with football, but the World Cup is far away from him. So, but this time around, grab it, bro. He actually played for my team, San Siro. Yeah.
Edu, the World Cup is here. How do you feel?
I feel better, very better. As in, so excited to be here today, at least. Like they say, it's a one-in-lifetime show. So if you miss this, you've missed everything. So I'm here to be fully part and parcel of every event, every actions.
Right here in Qatar.
Yeah, right here in Qatar.
Okay, obviously. We'll have 5 African representatives right there in the tournament. Which of the African teams you think can go all the way, or cause an upset or get beyond the quarterfinals?
Yeah, without any other options, Senegal is my favorite team.
Without Sadio?
Yes. I have Koulibaly in the defense, so I'm fully assured of it. I have full confidence because I'm a Chelsea fan. Despite the fact I'm a Chelsea fan, but
obviously,
Koulibaly can give me what I want.
And which team will you tip as your favorite team for the competition to go all out and win it?
Yes, it's Senegal.
Senegal to win it?
Yes. Senegal.
Wow, that would be a major upset.
Yes. Right. Senegal to win it. Senegal to win. That's just it.
I hope you can put your money where your mouth is.
Very well. As it stands now, I've stick a lot on it. So that's just it.
Season, it's a pleasure to have you. The World Cup is up and running. How do you feel?
I feel great. We're excited to see the players out there on the TV, and it's crazy. It's been a while. It's 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
Yeah.
All right. So, which African team do you think can go all out and give a good representation of the continent?
I guess Ghana can try, but yeah, Nigeria didn't make it, so
Yeah, in a tough group though. They've got their own MSs. Here we go, Portugal and of course South Korea. I think they can go all out.
I feel they could try.
So which team will you pick as the favorite for the competition to win it? Okay. Ghana?
Personally for me it's between Brazil or Argentina.
Pick one.
Personally, I would like Argentina to win the World Cup.
I get the sentiment, the Messi sentiment.
Yeah, basically.
All right. So yeah, I finally was able to secure a female football fan right here who will be giving me a feel on the competition that started already. I've got Caroline right here with me. Caroline, the World Cup is here. How do you feel?
I feel good about it. I feel okay.
So which team do you hope to go all out and win it?
Portugal, obviously.
Why?
Because of Ronaldo.
How about Messi? You don't like Messi?
I prefer Ronaldo to Messi, so I'm hoping Portugal will win.
All right, thank you very much, Caroline. Do enjoy the whole tournament.
Thank you.
The World Cup started. How do you feel?
It's a great competition, we all know now. It's once in every 4 years.
Yeah.
So, and giving Qatar the opportunity to host the tournament also is a great opportunity for them also. So I think it's a good development. It's okay.
All right, so we have 5 representatives from Africa that will be flying the continent's flag high right there in Qatar. Who do you think will be able to, go all out?
As a matter of fact, we all know that among all the countries, African countries that are representing us in that competition, we all know that it's only Senegal that appear like strong country though. With the absence of Sadio Mane, I think African country will have to put a lot of effort because for them to even qualify from that group stage, they have to put a lot of effort because it won't be easy. Even Senegal, imagine a group that Senegal have compared to the team like Netherlands are there, right?
Yeah.
You think
Qatar and Honduras.
So I think if Senegal can put effort though, they have let me just say they still have like 65% without the Sadio Mane to qualify in that group. But for them to go long, we also have Cameroon, so I believe Cameroon and Senegal. Because I think that those are the two. Ghana, I don't think Ghana will even make it out of that group.
All right, guys, it's been an interesting interaction, conversation, and of course discussion with football fans right here in Nigeria and on their expectations as long as it concerns the FIFA World Cup currently ongoing right now in Qatar. A whole lot is expected from the Teranga Lions of Senegal right there in the competition, where so many Africans will definitely be rooting for the Lions and hoping that they can roll and also put Africa right there, keep the flag of Africa flying high right there in Qatar. I definitely do wish you a really eventful World Cup, and we can be very sure that the World Cup will come with its drama and also will come with so much fun and excitement. I really do hope you do not miss out on the action and you enjoy every bit of it.